Ready to laugh? Sports comedy at its finest.
One of your deal at that. That's funny. What?
Or something like that.
It was good when you have to explain it.
It's Double M's Double M. Heard on the 110 Sports Podcast.
Let's begin with the Super Bowl week. A lot of what you hear on the radio from Dallas happens what's called Radio Row, Victor. We actually touched on it at the start of the show.
Yep.
This is along the same lines with all these, there's a ton of radio stations out there across the country that broadcast from a hotel there in Dallas. And, I hear Radio Row might just be renamed. It's going to be called Come Here and We Will Pimp Any Product You Want, Row. Brought to you by Best Buy.
Visit our sponsor.
Visit our Facebook page, bestbuy.com. Cowboys owner Victor Jerry Jones and former coach Jimmy Johnson have clearly made up after a nice partnership together in the early 90s that produced 2 Super Bowls. It seemed to kind of end abruptly, but all seems good now, don't you think?
I would think so.
They even had a nice segment on Fox's pregame show. Did you see that?
I did not.
Oh, well, it was really, really cool. They kind of made up. They're friends now. It was so over the top, Victor. Some even joked about a porno being made with the two of them. It would be produced by Jerry Jones called Jimmy, Show Me Your Johnson. They even have a sponsor, Extends. And speaking of the Cowboys, did you see a bunch of the former Cowboys Super Bowl teams also being reunited on Fox's pregame show? Yep, there was only about 3 or 4 of them that made it. But I think, they were just a few away from a good drug deal. You know what you call a cowboy player with a ring? Old.
Oh.
And, the Super Bowl was about 5 minutes late from actually kicking off. Did you hear that story?
No.
Yeah, they were running late, and there were some really nervous people inside the stadium. The biggest one was ESPN's Ed Werder, because he had to catch a plane to Mississippi right after to start stalking Brett Favre's offseason. And Big Ben, Victor, he loses the Super Bowl. It's his first loss ever in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But normally when he's getting rejected near the end, he just forces his way in. Not this game.